Good morning, Flosstube. It is Thursday, the 27th of February, and technically the month isn't over, but I'm going to need some time to edit and upload and not stress doing it on the same day. So I'm going to do it just a day or two earlier this time, see if I can do things a bit easier this time around. And this is Flosstube number 3. So my name is Christina. I live here with my dog, a husband, son, here in, well, it's going to be a lovely day here in Sweden. And I want to welcome any returning viewers back to my channel, any new viewers, hello, welcome. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. Comment below if you have any questions or anything. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm not a very avid poster, but I do post there from time to time. If you like, it'll be linked in the description box down below. So this video, we're gonna do stats for February so far, finishes, starts, all the whips I've worked on. I do have a itty bit of haul, not a lot. And then at the end, we'll go through some journaling that I've done and what I plan to do with March. It's this weekend after all. And at the end, I'll tell you when my next video should be uploaded. Okay, so let's get started. So the stats for this month are, I worked on 5 projects. I only did around 7,608 stitches. My whip go goals are, the 2 numbers that were called were 7 and 8. One of them for me is 1,800 stitches. I believe it's 7, that's 1,800, and 8 is to do 2,400 stitches. And as I previously mentioned, I use my whip go for my Haid stitch along to make sure it keeps moving forward. So this month I've been really tired. I've been kind of like, man. So I haven't stitched as much as I have been able to do in January. So of my 24, I've done my 1,800. That one is complete. Of my 2,400, however, I've done 792. And I have 1,608 stitches to go to get that one complete. The next month, the numbers 9 and 24 were called, and 9 is 1,500 and 24 is 1,000. And it was 8, that was 1,800. So if I get 7 and 9 done, I almost have a bingo. Yay! Which technically means I do have I do have a plan in mind for when I start to get some bingos. But we'll see. I need to actually get a bingo first. But yeah, I do have 2 days off next week. One where I have nothing planned in my day. The other I do have plans for in the morning. So hopefully I can catch up with my WIPGO and bang out some stitches for this month's, for March's WIPGO as well. And this is my first cup of coffee, so I do need the coffee. Okay, so finishes. Well, I have one, but it is a SAF, which means start and finish for this month. And that is this. And it's sparkly. It's sparkly. Especially this treasure up here. It's not gonna focus. Come on. There you go. So this is the from the 2019 winter holiday collection called Christmas Lantern. And I got this at the Essex Needles Retreat last year. I bought it from Hawkins Hobbies. They had tons and tons of mill kits, and I have a plan or a dream or whatever you want to call it to one day have preferably a full, like maybe mini tree with just cross stitch ornaments, and I do love Mill Hill ornaments. So I got that finished. I'm still kind of deciding what to do for the felt backing. I'm thinking either I could do red to match like the lantern part, or I could try and find something that would match like this kind of ribbon that's used. I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning more towards the red idea. But we'll see. Maybe next time I'll be able to show you a fully finished object. Wouldn't that be something? Yep, so I'm quite pleased with that. I just needed something else to work on than the projects that have been called for February, and I was just... A Mill Hill is easy, it's not very difficult, and the projects turn out great, and I really like them, and they need to be stitched as well, so why not? I do, and finishes aside, that's it. That's all I have. So next we have starts. I have been pretty good. I only started one thing, and it is a stamped kit. I have not seen this artwork or this style anywhere else, so I think it should be okay. Maybe probably like an AI generated image, I'm going to guess. There were several I could choose from that had kind of like the same theme or idea, so I think it's okay. I'll insert a picture here of what it should look like when it's finished. There's only a really tiny image on the pattern, on the Ada, and it's not a really good image, so you kind of can't tell what it is. it has a really, really, really long title if you look it up on AliExpress. But I'm calling it Enchanted Forest because to me it's kind of what it is. It's a forest theme with lots of like purples and jewel tones. So, and it's a round image. So I thought Enchanted Forest seemed like a fitting title for it. And it sits, I've decided that this is the bag I'm going to use for projects that I bring with me when I'm traveling or out and about and need something to do with my hands. So I have the stamp kit in here. I have scanned the paper pattern. Thank goodness, because it was in my bag. I scanned it at work, so I have a really good quality. But in my mind, I thought this would be done with like a toner printer, so it wouldn't be susceptible to liquids, but it is. It's quite susceptible. This is how it's looking. I cannot peel the pages apart anymore to get to the other half. It's oh I could, but yeah, or sort of. So it's gone. It's toast, apparently. So if you get a stamp kit from AliExpress, scan it or take a really good photo, and yeah, so you have it in case you need to, because on my stamp kit there are certain symbols that are very similar and they're right at the edge, and because I've chosen a 16 count, sometimes I need to, I can't zoom in on the Ada, but I can zoom in on the scanned copy of the pattern, so I can zoom in and check what symbol it's supposed to be. I didn't get a lot done, but I didn't expect to either. Let's see, move this thread. So this is what it looks like. The whole thing. And as you can see here, you can't really tell what it's supposed to be, really. If you take my word for it, you can kind of tell it's maybe a woodland theme thing with a road or a stream and some sky, but you can't see much else. So image again, it will be lovely, I think. And this is what I have done. So this is about 88 stitches. It's mostly a really light purple and blue that goes along the edge. And then I have done some purple here, and there's a lighter purple coming in up here. And this part is all white. I will not stitch that. It's white Ada. I'm not going to stitch however many stitches is supposed to be in white. I'm just not. I do not have the time or the patience to stitch all the white background. It'll just be Ada. That's it. So, floss comes in like these. I can show you one. So the floss for this particular kit, it's on like cardboard floss drops, and with the DMC number up top. And then they're quite long. There we go. They're quite long. There we go. See? And they're folded in half. So if you do 2 strands, it's a good length. You get quite a bit. You get quite a ways on it. It's really soft. So I'll have to look up where I got this kit because it's quite nice floss. I haven't checked it to the actual DMC number to see what the difference might be, but maybe on my next video I can do that. And just to show, it's probably like a CXC floss. It's not very fluffy, so I don't know if it's actually CXC. It could be like Aero or something. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I chose the pattern because it's not too detailed. So it should be okay on this as a stamped kit. But it'll also be a nice pattern to have up on display when it's finished. Whenever that is. And I started that on my way to Stockholm for a meeting. So that was started on the 13th of February. So yeah. And it's done on 16 count, in case I didn't say. That's pretty much all I know about it. No artist, nothing. So, how about we do whips? Okay, so we'll do my Haid Sal last, I think. It's my current ongoing project. So we'll do that last. I'm quite pleased with how it's going. And I'm kind of itching to get back to it, but probably won't be today. I don't think. I have an evening shift today, and I have to go in a little earlier than what was planned so I can help out my colleagues. So we'll do Goddess of Coffee. The artwork is by Eko Charnik. It's charted by Unconventional X-Stitch. And it is done on 28 count white even weave. I started doing it 1/1 full cross. I am now converting it to 2/1 tent stitch. And I'll probably need to get this printed out and laminated again. But this is the image. Focus on the image, not me. Thank you. So this is what she'll look like eventually. I also have the Goddess of Tea, which I showed in my whip parade. Started. Same artist, same company. And during February, I did 829 stitches. It is now at 1.19, so 1.19% done. What I worked on, I kept going. I think I was kind of on the confetti, so I think I focused on filling out the border frames that go around the top and the very sides as well. So I will insert a photo here of what it looked like last time, and this is what it looks like now. It's all filled in up here at the top. I may have done a bit more of the stitching here in the pastels. I was kind of like done with that. But I got my goal finished for a game, the Fun with Cross Stitch Safari game that I'm doing. So I got that one done, and when that was done, it went away. The next whip, it's all browns. So, Laura, if you're watching and you ever want a pattern that is all brown so far at the very top, with pretty much every shade of brown DMC has, this is a pattern for you. The pattern I'm talking about is called Diner Dreams. The artist is Stefan Koidel. I'll insert an image of the finished product here. And it is charted by, let's see, it's charted by Contemporary Cross. It's done on 25 count white even weave. And again, I started this 1/1 full cross. I'm now converting to 2/1 10th stitch, and it's going a lot faster, thank goodness. So during February, I have done 3,053 stitches. I decided not to think of the page break so much, so I've kind of gone past page breaks and done a lot that way. It is now at 4.31%. This is what it looked like last time you saw it, which will have been in my whip braid. I only had the single page finish and I had followed it exactly. So now I'm doing it kind of like, because I saw one of the main colors at the bottom, because you have like this wooden beam at the top, and then you have like it looks very black, but it's actually a very dark brown and black mixed together in the background. And the brown had like a pattern to it, and then it wasn't used anymore all the way down. So I decided to find that and kind of stitch it. So I'll show you what I mean. So this very dark brown, it doesn't go continuously all the way down like so. It actually has like a form here, and then there's also a bit of a shape to it here as well, a bit like so. And then these are the wooden beams at the top of the diner, and as you can see, I just kept them going, and I've tried to fill in all the colors at the top so it's more filled in. These are colors that are not used a lot up top yet, but I'll fill them in next time. Keep it going. Yep. Quite pleased. it's turning out really, really good. I cannot wait to get to like the lamp and things like that. So it'll be fun. Not looking forward to, I don't know if you would call them zombies in the background or what they are, but so I might do those last so I don't feel creeped out by the eyes staring back at me. But it's for my sister. She really enjoys that sort of thing. So the things we do for family that are stitch worthy anyway. Not everyone is. So final whip, and then we'll do some journaling. We'll do haul first, then journaling, and then I'll tell you when my next Flosstube will be. Okay, so I'll take it out of the hoop so you can see it in all its beautiful blue glory. This is done. Okay, so let's do this properly. This is the Hay 2025 Sow. The one I'm doing is called Jelly World. The artwork is by L&L Designs. I think I've seen it mentioned that they do AI artwork. Or if not completely AI generated, then maybe they go in and do a bit of touch up themselves. But my understanding is that it's AI generated by them. It's done 2/1 10 stitch on a 22 count hard hanger in like a blue color. Yep, let's see. I tried to focus on colors with a lot of stitches in it so I could more quickly get my 2400 done. So this is what it looks like now. Oh, look at it. It is so pretty. And I will have tried to remember to put in an image of what it'll look like finished and where I was last time. So far I'm working on like these jellyfish here. I'm using this really bright blue here. It is 995 and it's used quite a lot. But I was planning that if I did that one as far as I could go so far, it would be good jumping off points for other colors. So this 995, it shapes the outline of this jellyfish here, and then it goes over and does quite a bit on a jellyfish that sits here, and there's one up here that it also is part of, and then it basically all the way to the side here. There's just one partial page there left to do, but it's coming along really nicely, and I'm going to keep up with doing that blue, and it's really pretty. It's like super bright, and when you first stitch it, it feels like this is too bright. It's too in your face blue, but when you add the other colors next to it, they're kind of like a gray green or like a blue green and some darker colors. then it's not so poppy anymore, and it fits. You can kind of tell on the first one, or you can tell on this jellyfish here. Here you see a lot of this blue. It's really bright. But then here it's starting to come in with the different blues. And here you can also see. So I think it'll be good. It's gonna be really good. I can't wait. So those are all of my whips that I've worked on. Hopefully March will be a better month, but we'll see. It depends. So next we'll do haul, and the only haul I have is some patterns that I've bought on Etsy. And I'm not sure when I will do any of them. I do really like, let's see. So this one is called Passing, and it's from Monochrome Stitch Art on Etsy. All of them are from Etsy. And so it's all done in one color. And my idea is I'm going to steal someone's idea that they posted in a Facebook group I'm in, where they blended one strand of ecru with one strand of Kreinik blending filament color 32 and stitched, and it was so pretty. It was so sparkly and so pretty. And I have this really, really nice purple hand-dyed fabric that I've been like, what am I gonna stitch on this? And I thought this would be a really good piece to put on it, because it's just one color, and I think the ecru and that'll pop nicely enough on it. So that's the plan when I actually start it. But this is a pattern, and I just thought it was such a lovely sentimental piece, where you have this cute young couple, and as time passes, they turn into this elderly couple at the bottom, still holding hands, really cute, romantic. So yeah, I want to stitch this to have for me and my husband, of course. So, and then I have been eyeing this pattern for a really long time, and eventually it was on a really good sale. And so I got it. Laura does this all the time, so she'll know. So the pattern I'm talking about is called Geishas, and it is from Milana Art Designs, and this is the pattern. And she's supposed to be cut off like that, and so is the one here as well. And I won't stitch the background. I'll probably find a good neutral fabric that's hand dyed and stitch this on. So I'll just do the geishas. And they are so beautiful. So beautiful. So I cannot wait. I've looked at the pattern file so far, and it looks to be okay. But yeah. And then I got some sampler patterns from a shop called Whoopie Cat. I'll link them down below in the description box in case anyone's interested. And she has 3 samplers that are all called Japanese Design Sampler, and then it's number 1, 2, 3. And it's the traditional Japanese designs. So my idea was I would have a longer piece of fabric and I would stitch them side by side with a little bit of space between. But yeah, but we'll see when I actually get time to stitch it. But this is number 3. This is, come on. This is number 2. And this, no, that was number 1. And then this is number 2. Apparently, I would push them in that order. And this is number whatever it is. I don't know. I don't remember. But this is the last one. So, yep. That's all my haul. Nothing else. I have been good. So, let me just have another sip of coffee and then I'll do some journaling, show you what I've done, and tell you when my next Flosstube will be up, and then we're done. Okay, so journaling. So let me show you February's spread. I've shown you like the monthly, the theme page and all that. So I'll just show you the weekly spreads that I've done throughout February. I'll show you my theme idea anyway for March and what I've done so far. I haven't had the time to finish my spreads just yet for that. I know what they are. So I'll just show you, it's still a work in progress, but I have like this weekend and the beginning of March to get them done. And admittedly, February's design page wasn't finished until pretty late in the month. So I'll show you that as well. I'm really, it's so good. It is so good. I'm so pleased with myself. I can't draw for anything, but I can trace and I can draw over that. So I'm really pleased. Okay, so the idea I had for March was to go with a kind of tea and coffee theme. I'm a little bit like teacups, coffee cups, teapots and that sort of thing, but also like the tea leaves and tea flower was my idea, and the coffee beans. I need to look at like the coffee bush and see if I can use like a coffee leaf as well, but probably I'll leave that out. Just do the coffee bean and the coffee or the tea leaf so I can easily see the difference. So far, all I've filled in for my theme is I've put in a sticker of like a tea or coffee cup, but it's a work in progress. I've decided on my theme, which is a good thing. I've been really like, what should I do? But I landed on tea and coffee. I need an easy month. So this is February's theme page, finally finished. Look at that. It's amazing. With the red and oh, it just pops. I love this. Well done me, if I do say so myself. And then I added on my Safari Stitches goal page. I just did to fill out the page a little. I did another one. I traced and drew it in, and put in a sticker with like another sticker on top with a fox, so it keeps with the theme. So these are my 2 weekly spreads. This is for week 6 and week 7. Switching out a little bit how I differentiate the different days, a little bit in my different weeks. This is for week 8 and week 9. Week 9 is the week we're in now. Here in Sweden, at least, and I think in Europe, we do a lot of things. We plan a lot via the weeks, not so much the month or days, but it's the week number. So that's my week. Tomorrow I am going to the movies to see a concert with Baby Metal. Looking forward to it. So this is going to be March's theme pages. I'll do a calendar. Maybe if I find some suitable washi. I don't have like good washi tapes for this, unfortunately. So I might just do like books or something. I do have one washi tape for that, but otherwise it will just be a general green. I do have green washi tape. I don't have any brown though. I'll see. This is my monthly spread for March. I have 2 colors. I have a brown and a nice green color that I'm using. So here are the weeks for this month. This is the week in common. I put it in February because most of this week is for February. It's just Saturday, Sunday, that's March. So I'll do 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 will probably go into April's spreads. So it'll just be the 10, 11, 12, and 13 weeks, those 4 weeks that'll go into the spread. So far, all I have is the games and goals put in. So I have my Safari stitches and my holiday stitches. These I'll fill in after February is finished and I know what goals I can move forward from February's spread. So from this really long list. So yeah, so that'll be moved forward when I really figure out and calculate how much. I'm using this Van Gogh washi tape. I figured it was the closest thing I had to maybe be kind of like a tea field, but oh well. It is what it is. And then I'll put week 10, 11, 12, 13, and then I figured instead of doing stitching each week, because it gets quite cramped, I'll just keep track of my spending, and then I will have a separate page here at the end for my stitching stats where I can keep track, because I know in February I have quite a few days that I haven't stitched at all. I just was too tired or didn't have the time that day to stitch, so I figured I would keep better track of that on its own page, or at least I'll try it out and see how that works for me. So we'll see how that works out. so that's what I have so far on journaling. If you have any questions about it or what I've been stitching, just ask in the comments below. So next Flosstube will be posted hopefully on April 1st. It is a Tuesday, but it's the first of the month. It'll give me the entire weekend of March, the end of March, to film and edit and upload. So I think that'll be good. Yeah, we'll see if I can figure out something fun to do, as it's for April 1st, April Fools. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Please do all the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, comment, or recommend, or something like that. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.